Hello out there, and welcome to English Teacher Plays. We're here with Palladium, Adventure in Greece, which is a new game. It's on Steam, and full disclosure, I did receive my copy of this game for free, so, take that for what it is.
Constantine, please, don't tell your son about it. We had an agreement, remember? Yes, he's a smart lad, but this labyrinth is too dangerous. Your son will still achieve... What do you mean, my notes? They're long gone. I left them in my old house, which I sold 10 years ago. The new owners most likely threw everything away. There was nothing important in them. Please, you might regret this. Constantine? Hello? Hello? Andreas! I hadn't noticed you returned. How long have you been here?
Long enough to realize that those tales you told me when I was a kid aren't just a figment of your imagination.
Ah, Andreas, my son.
So, does the labyrinth exist? Father, this is a discovery on a global scale. You could prepare an expedition, invite some specialists, and then return to the labyrinth for thorough studies.
I thought about it. But soon after I returned from Greece, I met your mother, and Constantine took a postgraduate course. We started to forget about the labyrinth. We were too busy to return for it.
Is your friend going to tell his son about the labyrinth? But why? Is there gold involved?
I don't know. But I think it's likely.
Ancient relics could be there, like the Palladium, for example. What? Is the Palladium there?
I'm not sure, but Constantine and I assumed that it might be there. The labyrinth is very ancient, so it may still hide some artifacts.
I am going to Greece at once.
Son, but you are an Egyptologist.
Specializations in everything. What's most important is that I'm an archaeologist.
But it is dangerous out there. Very dangerous. And these aren't just empty words. Back then, many years ago, Constantine and I entered one of the rooms of that labyrinth. I remember he moved an object, and the door began to close. It was my luck that I brought a crowbar with me, which I was able to use to jam the closing door. While crawling under the granite block, I heard the sound of metal grinding over the rock. The crowbar could have shut out at any moment. I had never felt such fear in my life. Do you understand? The trap worked after so many years. Exploring that labyrinth is extremely risky.
I see, Father. I'll be careful.
That was amazing. Okay, so right. Okay, so we've got a game, and there is voice acting. And I will give the voice actors credit. I can tell it's not the English is not their first language, but they did a pretty good job. It was pretty okay. But there was no animation. Like they moved their mouth like this, like like that, and then there was like a realistic picture of the Parthenon there, and they just sort of stare and stand there and stare at each other dead-eyed, and it was like 4 minutes of dialogue. And whoever did the voice recordings, they obviously collaborated and recorded from different parts of the world or different rooms at least, and with different recording equipment, because you can tell that they're not talking into the same mic. There's no like room tone. They're obviously talking into like a headset mic, and it's just I mean, I love it. I love it already. You know, I'm here for it. But just we're off to quite the stunning beginning. So this actually looks nicer than what I think than what I was expecting. I like that. I like that shade of blue. I feel like we're quite short though. Oh, we do have feet, I guess. So we exist. Oh. Are in a large old oak, but be careful. I'll see. Message alert network connection problem. Okay. There's some mushrooms. Badger, mushroom, snake. That's our... Oh, this is the map? Right. What is this? This is water. It's empty. And what is this? Bun. Alright. So... Oh, yeah. You can see the edge of the map there. When you change elevations, you can see the corner. That's all right. You know, we've got a small dev team here. That's fine. They've got some music in here. They had some voice acting. You know, far be it from me to complain about voice acting. That is not what I'm here to do. I like voice acting, and I'm very pleased that they attempted it. It's definitely one of those things. Oh, and there's no stamina meter. I was definitely expecting there to be a stamina meter, and there's not. That's cool. Alright, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I guess I'm trying to find the labyrinth. Oh, there's someone here. Who's this person?
Hello?
Oh, you scared me.
Is everything alright? I lost?
Yes. Well, I mean, no. I was admiring the beauty of this place and missed the ferry. And the next one doesn't come for 2 days.
How long have you been here?
A few hours.
Are you a tourist?
Yep, I came from...
Can't you just phone your hotel?
My cell phone provider has no coverage here. What is your name?
Andreas.
And I'm Xenia. Are you by any chance an archaeologist? You want to know how I guessed? You have a large backpack, but there are no mountains here, so you are not a mountain climber. And as far as I know, only the largest Greek islands have been thoroughly explored by scientists, unlike small islands like this one. That's why I think it's a good place for archaeological finds. Did you have the same thoughts?
Maybe. What were you reading?
That was just my notes on the Greek sites I wanted to see.
So this deserted island is number 1 on your list?
You are a clever one indeed. Actually, I got here by mistake. I was hoping to look at Knossos, but I get so absent-minded sometimes, just like Paganel. So I disembarked on the wrong island. Of course I realized my mistake, but I decided to explore a little since I'm here. You know the rest. Now the ferry is gone.
Why did you pick Greece?
I have been fondly dreaming of Greece since my childhood. Now that I have finally come here, I like everything so far. We can explore together. I won't be a burden. And if we actually find something, like vessels or adornments, you will get all the glory.
No, this is out of the question.
What do you mean? That I can't go with you, or that you don't need fame?
You can't go with me.
Why not? You want me to sit on this stump for 2 days?
You would have if I hadn't shown up.
But you did show up, and I missed my ferry. That's a sign. We must go together.
The place I'm going is probably dangerous. I wouldn't want to put somebody else's life at risk. Go to the shore. My boat is over there. Soon I will come and bring you back to the mainland.
I see. Thanks for the warning. But now I can let you go alone. It is safer to have a companion who can give you a hand in dire straits.
So I get to make a decision here. Let's accept the offer.
Fine, but you need to do as I say.
Great, thanks. You won't regret it.
And stop being a chatterbox.
Okay, I'll be silent as the grave, as mute as a fish. Like, okay, don't look at me like that. I get it.
So is she rolling with me now? She is. She's attached to my hip. Right. Except for we don't know where we're going. Right. So, whew, the dialogue in this game is interesting. So part of the issue, what happens when you get people who don't speak the language as a first language, who are reading a script, is what happens is you get people who don't necessarily know the emotions of what they're trying to say. And also you get, amateur people who maybe aren't actors, and so they don't know how to put emotion into their voice or where they should be putting emotion. I mean, there's a lot to it. That's why voice actors get paid money. So, I definitely laud the people who did this for attempting it. But it might be worth getting some actors to do it. And maybe if you want, I don't know, if you want English speakers, maybe you're going for people with that kind of accent, and that's great. But then maybe get some actors who have that accent. I don't know. That's just my advice.
Such a tasty bun.
Well, if I had a bun, I would definitely share it with you.
Too bad you don't have a bun.
All right, I ate the bun. Of course I did. And I have no idea where this thing is. Okay, so there's 2 rocks, and there's a big tree. All right, let's find the 2 rocks. I guess the 2 sets of rocks. They're on. I thought we were looking for something obvious, but there's like a tree or something that we've got to click on. There's the 2 sets of rocks. So there's the tree. So there's a big. Must be this tree that's on the top of the hill, right? That makes sense. Or not. Okay, it's not that one. I feel like that's the one that it must be, right? Or maybe it's this one. Alright. I'm gonna fast forward until we figure out which tree this is. Ah. I see. I found it. Never mind. Oh my god.
Andreas, have you found anything?
Yeah.
There is an envelope and a key.
I wonder who put them there.
My father.
Your father? That means he was here?
Yes.
But how? When? Is that a secret? Won't you tell me?
No.
Not now.
Alright. Well, let's look at the envelope. Okay. So there's a hill. So it's off to the left of the big rocks. So there's 2 sets of big rocks there. 1, 2. We go up to the top of the hill. Oh my god. This is really, really not useful for what I want to be doing, but that's fine. I want to... Oh my god. There we go. That's kind of close. That's fine. So we're 1, 2, 3 hills with the tree behind us. All right. It should be right here. I'm not seeing anything. Or maybe this is just the first hill. This is 1. And the tree, so it's... I don't know. We'll figure it out, I'm sure. I'll fast forward until I figure it out.
You don't look surprised. Like you knew what I was going to find here. And you have stopped asking me so many questions.
It was you who wanted me to be quiet. Can I ask questions now?
No.
Right. So we're going into the labyrinth. Time to go to the labyrinth, team. We're off. So far, this game is adorable. We've got no light. Or we're just waiting. We're still loading? I don't know what we're doing. Alright, now we've got a light. Alright, so now it's suddenly dark. When it definitely wasn't dark before. But that's fine, I guess.
Andreas, it's so beautiful.
Yes, but it means that the mechanisms of this place are still functional.
Is that a bad thing?
For us it is. Traps might still be active.
What kind of traps?
I don't know.
Ooh, there's monsters as well. Of course. Oh, it's lagging. What's going on? Cool. So, I used to be able to read Greek, but I can't anymore, so I don't know what that says. I had to study Greek for my classics degree, but it was really early in the morning, and I did 2 semesters of it. Oh. So it'd be better if I could read. So this is a spider web that's stopping me from getting through. Alright. So I guess we're gonna go this way.
Red, there's a rat. Andreas, look.
Oh my god. I do not care about a rat.
I think it's a dead end. Or is there a secret door or something?
No, that's unlikely. We need to go back and look for another way.
Alright. So we found a dead end. So we went the wrong way, we'll go the other way.
Ksenia, are you scared of rats?
No, and I'm not scared of insects either. What about you?
No, a man should not be scared.
It's okay to be afraid. One famous archaeologist was scared of snakes. Only fools have no fear.
And you, since you went down this labyrinth.
Right, but I'm not scared because I'm with you.
Right, but this is a dead end as well, right? Alright, so we found 2 dead ends. And maybe there's a puzzle or something? I actually don't know. Yeah, we can turn the... I don't know. I don't know what we're meant to do. So this is a puzzle of some sort.
Andreas, these inscriptions are in ancient Greek.
I know.
I
Do you
know.
what they say?
No.
I can translate if you want.
Yes,
You
please.
understand ancient Greek?
I'm a sucker for Greek culture. I decided to learn this language when my interest first began.
So what does it say?
It says, every riddle has a solution. Riddles? What riddles?
I'm not sure, but I guess there are traps around here. Ancient people were good at trap making. See? It's dangerous here. You better not follow me any further.
I'm not scared. Besides, the inscription on the other wall says, only 2 can pass the trials. So you won't succeed without me. Let's go already.
Be careful.
Okay, you too.
Who are you people?
Oh, soon this little deserted island will become a crowded place. And who are you?
I think I know who that is. This is Max, my father's friend's son.
Of course it's you, Andreas. I should have known. I didn't think you'd risk coming here.
Do you know each other?
Yes, by correspondence.
I know what you're after. But who is your friend and what is she doing here? This place is dangerous.
Bed is the most dangerous place. According to statistics, it's where most people die.
Did you come up with that by yourself?
No, it was Mark Twain.
Max, so you also want to explore around here?
Yes, but you don't have to worry. I'm not after fame. A few expensive trinkets would suffice.
I hope your father instructed you in how to behave in such places, because you are no archaeologist.
He just told me about this maze. Everything he remembered.
Let's find out what is behind this door.
Fine, but we should stick together.
Wow. I am... I've taken the item glowing sphere. Okay, it literally is a glowing sphere.
Andreas, this is Apate, a goddess.
Don't touch it! Everybody out!
The ceiling is moving.
The trap works after all.
Andreas, I'm sorry.
Not now. Remember the sign. Each riddle has a solution. It means there is a way out. You just need to find it. We could use something in this room.
Andreas, I think it might be this casket of Pandora. There is a legend.
Yeah, now is a great time for stories. Andreas, I noticed something on the ceiling. Look.
Xenia, what legend?
When Pandora opened the casket, she released all sorts of evil spirits and misfortunes. Epata was one of them, a goddess of deception. But hope was left in the bottom of the casket, unnoticed, although it had always been there.
Apparently, a party symbolizes all the misfortunes in Pandora's casket. But among the misfortunes and trials, there is always hope.
Right, so it looks like there's spikes that could come down from the ceiling. So we can't put the glowing sphere back in there. Alright, so there's a door here that we can get open, I think. Nope, that doesn't work. Right. Nope. Alright, so... this game is hilarious. So what we're going to do is we're going to go look at the description and see what the game has to say for itself. Alright, Palladium, Adventure in Greece. In this game, you will play as an archaeologist who is driven by a desire to find an ancient artifact. The hero will travel to Greece, solve riddles, and avoid hazardous traps. But he's not the only one who wishes to obtain the treasure. Two other adventurers, geez, what am I doing, also arrive at the Forgotten Island, developed by NLB Project and released on the 5th. There's a demo. So there's a demo. If you want to play the game, you can download the demo. Let's see. Story-based first-person adventure. A labyrinth built by an ancient civilization that's full of dangers. An entourage influenced by two different eras of ancient Greek culture. The riddles are based on Greek mythology. A few possible endings. Decide what is most valuable to you. Fame, gold, or love. There are two possible playthroughs with two different companions. One companion is a girl who is a specialist in Greek mythology. She can help you solve riddles. The other companion is a man with a technical mindset. He will help you deal with traps in unconventional ways. Steam achievements, cross-platform support, and Steam Cloud support. Yeah, it is weird. This is a weird game. Because someone spent a lot of time making this game. There are like dialogue trees and stuff. Like... you know, they're very simple. This is a very simple game, but I kind of love it. You know, it's very charming. It's very endearing. The only issue is that there's a lot of voice acting, and the voice acting isn't very strong. So that's like the graphics and stuff. People are generally pretty willing to forgive graphics and things, but the sound design needs to be on point. That's the same for video. Same for video games. Basically, if your sound design isn't on point, it doesn't matter what's on the screen. You could have the best looking movie on the planet, and if the sound wasn't mixed properly, people are going to leave very unhappy. So the talking, all the conversation stuff that happens in this game really needs to be, I don't know, everyone needs to sound like they're in the same room, and it does get better once you're in the actual labyrinth because you've added that echo effect, so everyone kind of sounds like they're in the same echoey area. But when you're outside, it definitely doesn't sound like everyone's in the same place. There doesn't seem to be any sort of room tone, you know, like an outside room tone. The sound design in the labyrinth is much better than outside, which is fine. You know, And then the other issue that you're running into is that the voice acting that you've got is voice acting, but the people that you've got doing the voice acting are not actors. You know, you can kind of tell they're definitely people that helped you out with your game, which is great. But it's not the acting is not good, and it could be much better. Like I said, I don't actually mind the look of it. It's hilarious, and once you're in the labyrinth, what it looks like is less important. We don't need every single strand of hair on our friendly Greek analyst's head to be animated. It's not required, but we do need her to sound real, and we need the emotions of the characters to sound real. So yeah, all in all, it's interesting. NLB project. Let's have a look at these guys. Wow, they've got a few games, don't they? They've got Wild Island Quest. Alright, so that one's a visual novel. They've got The Barbarian and the Subterranean Caves, which has some sexual content that got some positive reviews. Return of Red Riding Hood Enhanced Edition. The Adventurous 4, which is another visual non-linear text quests. I love it. I know everything. So it's a quiz. It's a quiz game. Okay. And then we've got Palladium Adventure in Greece. So the NLB project community, I mean, it's interesting. It is interesting. Like I said, I like this game. I don't, I like it. It's charming. It's kind of, it's got a lot more going for it than what I would have expected. And it does some things like to a reasonable standard, and then some things it just does hilariously, and at least it attempts it. It's doing all the right stuff. It's got the demo. That price is probably a little bit high. I would be happier if the game was like $5. Because if I'm gonna throw a few hours away on a game, not throw it away, but spend some time with this game, $5 seems like a fairer price given the overall quality level. I love this trailer, by the way. There's like a rat, and it's going through the tomb, and then like a skeleton attacks it, and it just look at that rat. Oh, and then we get the pan up on whatever his name was. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. That's Palladium Adventure in Greece. If you want to check it out, click on the link in the description. Otherwise, leave me a comment down below, like and subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and I will see you guys next time. Class dismissed.